nose is a bit more stuffy than usual. Let me turn up the mic. Yes, that's better. Alright. And fiddling around a little bit with the mic here. Okay. Yeah, made myself some tea. Okay. Okay, that's too loud. I always need a second to check my own audio until I can hear it. Yeah. Yeah, had a good day. A little bit late because I overslept. I actually took a nap. And ate some really good steak today. The one I marinated 2 days ago. I think I told you about it back then. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm still a bit sleepy. I'm really calm. I'm feeling lacking the vocabulary to describe this feeling. Would have been easier in German. Tranquil, maybe? Let's boot up the game. Play some Wildmender, which is my comfort game at the moment. But since it's now May, and I'm basically in my second month of streaming, starting today. I will probably this month start playing a bigger variety of games. Play around some more with experiments, and maybe even try out some pure just chatting streams, or Satsudans as they're also often called. They're basically just chatting in the name, without any gameplay. Maybe even try out the hypnosis / ASMR / guided meditation streams that I talked about previously. Probably not directly. There'll probably be some more learning and preparation streams where I'm basically trying to approach that topic bit by bit and not just make one stream directly jumping into it. this moonvine isn't growing upwards. There you go. Yeah, and just looking at this, it's a really nice feeling to log into this game and stand here on this oasis gate and look at all the things we've built. It's really fun. Just, I don't know, it feels like being a small kid just jumping around in your puddle. And every time I log in, I'm curious. Oopsie. Not about that, but how the oasis looks now downstream when I follow the water flow. But a couple of Moonglory vines got off track. This is the second one now. It's supposed to, yeah, go up the tree. Just checking everything each time I'm here. The trees are a little bit taller than before. Oh, especially that one. Really nice. Yeah, and planting some stuff as we go. Alright. Yeah, and again, we don't have any special plans for today. Nothing specific we want to achieve or build. Just wandering around aimlessly, but with intent, intentionally aimlessly. Getting lost on purpose. And letting our basically in the moment decisions guide the game. Oh, what's with my throat today? Alright, this is a place where I started building a water flow and it didn't work. It doesn't seem to work. Because the water is disappearing in the cliff. That's common, that happens with stones. So maybe we do just go all the way around. That's why I'm often building around these stones and trying to have the water avoid touching them. So maybe we avoid all of this. We might even something like this here. To flatten the terrain again. And have the water just follow the natural flow here. Oopsie. Mm-hmm. Doesn't this look nice? I think it does. And for some reason, yeah, my audio setup still is a little bit bugged. I noticed in the audio feedback of the live stream that you hear the in-game sound louder than I do. Let me check. We will see. I don't think it sounds too bad. So nothing to worry about. Alright, this is where this flow is going. And maybe we can connect those. Oh, maybe my mic is just... Oh, I think I figured it out. Never mind, I didn't figure it out. Nope, never mind. I didn't figure it out. Not sure. I'll get there eventually. Yeah, give me a second to look at all my audio levels, audio settings. Oh, and I see another broken thing. Only just now seeing... Hi! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome here. Nice to see you this early. I guess your sleep schedule is out of order. Seeing you this early here. Yeah. Oh, I don't mean you as with broken thing, obviously. I hope that was obvious. What I mean is my chat window. Because I noticed you kinda late. I really hope you didn't think I meant you. I'm kind of... Yeah, this is really weird. Because I hear myself in the stream feedback so much louder than I hear myself actually in the moment. It's very obvious when I use the earth chisel skills. So when I use the earthquake, I don't hear it instantly. And then like 5 seconds later when it's on the stream, that's when I hear it really loud. And it's supposed to be the other way around. I think it's like the balance is right for the stream, but it's the balance is wrong for me. Settings, sound. The only thing I haven't looked at yet. Maybe I make this louder here. And then make it quieter for you again. That could help. Tell me if it feels wrong, especially if I use this skill here. I'll probably need to lower this. If this feels too loud, let me know. Yeah, my speaker basically needs adjusting. Well, my headphones need adjusting, but they're already on the maximum. This area looks really well developed. Not enough space. It probably means that I'm growing a tree somewhere here already. Though I don't see where. And also, let's check if I can level up the water source. Okay. Well, that's all that matters, right? Stream quality, sound. At least for the moment, like with this game, I don't need instant audio feedback. That would be, of course, very different if I was, I don't know, playing a shooter game where you need audio cues to know if someone is sneaking up on you. What is this? Oh, there's... I see. I'm hitting rock here already, right? That's why this soil isn't developing. So let's actually up the sand here again, so stuff can grow. And then we raise the sandbank here all together, so this area can fill up. Okay, let's see how much more water we can get out of here. Could just place another well stone. Eventually we will need to, once we revive all of these trees. But just improving the soil here should do plenty. Yeah, I noticed some loot lying around here, some plant fibers, which probably means things got destroyed here with sandstorms over time as well. So what I might want to do is, well, first of all, plant these sunburst shrubs as wind protection. And maybe I'll try to create a sigil stone here as well. And I'll just put it this way. It covers the entire area, kind of, all of the water here. And which one is it? Is it the offers protection against reducing damage and water loss due to sun and wind? Right, that's the one I want. This is more so for the wind, I guess, than it is for the sun. Though both are nice. But not this. This game would really benefit from having seasons. Thinking about it, that's a good point. It was probably one of their 1,000 ideas on the to-do list that they had to scrap because they wanted to get it out. Wouldn't be surprised if they had it on their idea board somewhere. Yeah, this game would be really nice with seasons. Was a yeah. Again, it's this one thing this game always does is makes you think about all the things it could be or that other games could be. But I've been playing this game quite a bit now over the last month, so eventually I'll have to realize not to get too attached, and we will play some more different games in May. And yeah, there are a couple of cozy base building games with like a regreening aspect to it. One even is called regreening, though that one was just a playtest, a demo, and will probably stay in development for a longer time. Okay, let's take another look at this area. Okay, this one's going nice as well. Let's reach those last 3 trees here. Actually, probably going around the dune here is faster than going right through it. Specific purpose of the day counter? No, I don't think so. At the start of the game, there were a couple of things that are probably scripted just for tutorial purposes. So basically, the first sandstorm. I think the sandstorms appear on schedule. If you're looking at settings, difficulty, you can tweak quite a bit, and I think every X amount of days there's a sandstorm or a wave attack. Yeah, and early game there's like, yeah, a couple of things are scripted based on which day you're on the first time they appear. I haven't seen anything else that interacts with the day counter. Okay. Okay. I can see that the elevation isn't quite low enough here if I want this to work. Or I might also be, but I'm not going all the way back to base for this. I'll just place another workbench here because they are cheap enough. Maybe I can upgrade my tools? No, not yet. Is it survival? Here. Obsidian tools. Eventually, maybe I'll get a better spade that makes all of this easier. Yeah, the water is kind of fizzling out by the time it's here. And just to be safe, maybe I'll craft some sunstones, sun sigils here as well. Oh, this lake can't be covered with one sun sigil. Interesting. Unless I put it right in the middle. That's fine with me. Oh, actually, the important thing is to cover... Yeah, let's move it. I don't want to cover the water, though the water is important as well, but I also want to cover the flowers. Especially the plants that don't have too much HP that might die from a sandstorm. I don't need to cover the trees with a sun sigil. Yeah, downstream there's almost exclusively trees, so they don't need a sun sigil. But this area here as well would benefit from a sun sigil. And are they... Yeah, they are already losing water. How do I deal with this? Do I just move them all closer? It is a solution. Yes. I mean, eventually I'll also get the sigil that connects the roots of most of the plants so they can share water. And that will allow me to put plants further away from the water source. How are you doing? Yeah, also thirsty. And you look kind of healthy. Yeah, you're doing fine. And eating some of the rest of them. Alright. This area looks good as well. These brushes kind of help understand maybe how protected plants are from wind. So if I see them flowing into low HP plants, that's why I put some volts. Oh, it actually, look at this. It actually shows what it's protecting. It's highlighting some of the plants. I see, this is nice. Yeah, there's some yellow outlines. Okay. So it is a radius. It's not like directional. That's interesting, that's interesting. This looks beautiful, right? I want more of those. Let's see if there's any to pick up. Doesn't look like it. Whoopsie. But these plants, for example, might be... Let's protect them then. Though a wall right through the middle would be... That would be too ugly. Maybe like this. Good enough. Alright, and another area that I wanted to explore and basically consider a part of this oasis is up the cliff. Can't see it right now. Let's smoothly get out of there. Is up here. Oopsie. We can actually jump this spot because there's some trees got revived up here as well. So I want to put the wildstone up here and keep these trees alive. Depending on how much water I can collect up here, maybe create a waterfall some direction. Not here. Let's take a look around. The cliff is small enough. Maybe here. Depends. Again, cliffs are really weirdly interacting with the water physics. And oftentimes they make water just disappear into the ether. Difficult to say. So you can see there's a cliff here. The soil doesn't go all the way to the edge, and yeah, I'm trying to avoid having water touch any stone. Yeah, developing this game must have been fun. And the mechanics are so fun that I can't imagine no other developers trying to add something similar into the game. I've been talking a lot about Minecraft and Hytale as a game, creating something similar to this. And Timberborn. I think regreening was inspired by Wildmender. I have a hunch. I played the demo of regreening and found it very early in its development. It has the vibes down. The vibes are very similar to this game. Just the art style and the music. But mechanically, it has like 1 or 2 nice ideas. But if you think about like simulation kind of games or sandbox kinds of games, you need more mechanics, and the mechanics, they need to interact with each other. And they had too little to really get your mind going. Okay, what can I do with this? It was a little bit too straightforward. It was like, this plant needs these things in its surrounding area, and then you do it, and then the plant is happy and it grows a little bit bigger. So almost a little bit more like a puzzle game. And in that regard, depending on how demanding they make the plants, it could end up becoming a lot more like a puzzle game, or it could be a lot more relaxed, where basically it's really easy to make each plant happy in what they need. So it ends up looking good and healthy as long as you have enough stuff in total everywhere. But it didn't have any other mechanics to interact with that. So it didn't really have it didn't look like it had water physics like this game has. It does have water, of course, but well, saying it doesn't have water physics would be factually incorrect, because it does have mechanics with water and hydration, or it's not called hydration in gardening, right? Might not be the best word, but it does have water physics, but not the kind that... how do I describe this? From a gameplay perspective, they are the same thing as plants. You put down water things and they make plants in its area more happy. It doesn't provide its own gameplay loop. And a lot of games, if you look at games like Minecraft or Hytale, the reason they don't have too interesting water physics is because there are a couple of reasons. One of them is because the terrain generation is very random. And even if it isn't random, but or not as random, one of the worries is that you could drown an entire ocean into the cave system because it has really large cave systems. And not only would it create really ugly terrain really quickly, because yeah, if you drain an entire ocean, that leaves ugly terrain. Though maybe if combined with its own mechanic of like terrain generation for dried out oceans, like the salt flats in this game, could make that interesting again as well. The other part is because you have things like oceans that could dry out if they run into a cave. It would just be really demanding on computing resources, because it would take a long time, especially if it's just like a small leak and the ocean is drowning, the opposite of drowning, not drying out, but like leaking really slowly, or a lot of the oil. Yeah, that would require a lot of blocks to be calculated over a really large area, many chunks, and it would look immediately bad if they are not synced, like if some chunks have a different water elevation than others. So it either looks ugly or it requires too many resources to calculate. And or another thing, if you have like infinite water sources and also water physics, you could do the opposite, like not an ocean leaking out, but you could also have a problem where you put a water source on top of a mountain and you have your own world flooding the entire world. So you really need... This game solves this because it's a desert. But if you have an infinite water source and water, you need a mechanic to also have water disappear, basically. Timberburn does this on the edges of its world, right? You have a finite world on a, let's call it board, on the tile set that is finite. I think it's like 265 by 265 or something along those lines. I don't know how big each world is. And you have water appearing in some blocks. They are, I think they're even called infinite water source or something like that. But once the water reaches the edge of the map, that's where it disappears. And obviously this is something you don't have in Minecraft. Okay. You can see me placing sun sigil blocks everywhere once I realized that they help protect against sandstorms. All this game I only consider them as protection against, well, the sun. Ah, there's one here already. And for some reason I've been in this area a couple of times when a fight started. So let's give it more flame sigils as well. Oh, I can't. Interesting. Then... Oh, interesting. Can't. Huh? Do you have any reason to use the others? Encourages healing. Okay, sure. Let's put the moon sigil down here. First time I'm building that one. Mm-hmm. Oh, and obviously this area... But this area has a sun sigil. And the flowers still died. Ah, no. That's why these flowers here survived and the ones on that side didn't. See? Mm-hmm. So if I replant flowers now... Do I have any in my inventory? No, I don't. Yeah, anyhow, I think if I plant flowers here now, they'll do better than they did last time. And you are in need of repair, eh? See, I'm trying to be accommodating to my Australian audience. Adding the E at the end of the sentence. Wave attack soon. So let's try to get out of here. Try to avoid having the garden damaged this time. Even though I do have all my defensive sigils here, would be even nicer not to have to worry about it. I do want to take a look at some of my gardens that are in other biomes. But they are growing really, really slowly. Don't want to... Once I revive this tree, I don't want it to drown. This is a really nice looking tree though. Maybe I revive it on its own. No. Release frozen essence. Return frozen essence to the natural world, cleansing some nearby corruption. Okay. Though I didn't see any corruption nearby. There it is. Maybe now. Here they come. Now, I feel kind of strong. Maybe I upgraded my mirrors so many times. But or maybe I missed some patches, but I vaguely remember that when the game first released, that I used to have more trouble with these waves more often. Getting closer to death many times. Though maybe I shouldn't speak too loudly, considering I had one stream where I died like 5 times. Let's not count that one. One more, right? This one. Can also use the sickle to melee them. No. Can I don't have the healing stuff with me to heal the corruption, but I left a little bit. Maybe now, does this one, does the spring just notice if there's corruption nearby? No, it's not related. Because now I know that there's corruption nearby. Now I would like to heal it. No, that's not how it works. Should seed. Grass seed. And now I also know that I probably need a sun sigil here as well. Otherwise all of these will just disappear with the next sandstorm. So let's place one down. Just right in front. Makes it easy to find if I'm ever searching for it again. Is this? It should seed. Okay. Normal one. And I don't know. I haven't quite understood yet if I need to approach other biomes differently. I don't have any sunburst shrubs with me anyhow, which would be what I would normally plant now next. Okay, let's just hope those things survive. Or maybe they mean this corruption. Maybe this is what they mean. Can't tell if there was more here beforehand. We can destroy this. No, we can't. Oh, release imprisoned spirit. Oh, there's still a... I'll just think of this as a bug. Yeah, that was probably a bug. Rock salt is I'm hoping for rock crystal. Rock crystal, not rock salt. Though. I'm not in dire needs or anything. And the other thing that I'm kind of locked by in terms of progress is memories. Oh yeah, right. Why don't I use the thingy that allows me to see them on the mini-map where they are? Or maybe I already used one. Is there one on the map? A ghost? I don't see any. And the next teleporter is right in front. It's not quite the one I came from. Yeah, I need a couple of rock crystals to awaken springs, a couple of springs. Let's try to dig that channel around again, so none of these plants drown. Around. Even though this one is dead anyhow, and I can replace it. it will look a little bit different next time we're here. Okay, and to the teleporter. Up here? Up here. In our base, we have radar, basically, an ancestral. Oh wait, he does have something. Oh, so there was a bug earlier, because I think I'm like catching up in progress. What am I remembering? That I'm supposed to have by this time already. Maybe that's why the other area didn't work. Vidyashara, would you come here a moment? Yes, Eminent Selen. What is it you need? I feel like I've read this before. What do you know of the storage of magical energies? Storage is a rare property. I know of crystallized essence. However, mana always requires a living spirit to channel. That does align with what I have gathered from Streak. Thank you. That is all for now. Alright. Have a great day. See you around. So, now that changed nothing really, but maybe it changes what happens when I go here the next time. Yeah, not sure. Do I have journal entries? Any quest? Time to search. Find the temple described by Oros. Does this look like a riddle? Kind of, but my... Yeah, my temple will be defiled in the vain attempt, so it is probably... probably all the way up here there. Tree of Life, shown compass. But it is an annoying area. Anyhow, let's try to find a survival ghost. Here. We'll go there once night sets. And until then... Oh, actually we could go there right now. And maybe while we wait, we find some rock crystal. Also, maybe we climb up that cliff just to... Oh! Hey there! Yuri? I'm probably butchering that pronunciation. Come on in. Nice having you here. I'm playing Wildmender. Is that how you found me? Kiori. I see. I can pronounce all of those words. You're familiar with the game? It's, well, this area right now is not the best showcase for it. It's a really cozy game where you're regreening a desert island, so to speak, and it has all the great things, or it has the things that make a sandbox fun in the most literal way, sense. It's actually a sandbox, and it feels very similar. kind of fun it provides is really similar to the fun you have had as a child playing in a sandbox. It has amazing water physics, so if you dig a channel with your shovel, again, the area I'm in right now is not the best to showcase it. I'm trying to find a ghost, which will appear in a couple of seconds here. If you dig a channel with your shovel and there's a water source, then the water actually flows downstream. And you use this to basically get water to all the dead trees, and then you revive them and make them happy. And the great part about it is, maybe this is just me because I don't play too many other gardening games. I do play a lot of strategy games where, for example, Factorio, where you're building a factory. The great thing about this is that you really don't want to optimize. You just want to take in the vibe. I'm on my way back to a teleporter to show you the base. There it is. The thing is, if you build something, you're really just putting down a seed, and then it takes a long time for things to actually grow. No, I don't have Arknight, but I've seen some pictures of factories being built in there. I also haven't played Satisfactory, even though it would be right up my alley. So some of the plants and trees are just loading in. This is my base right now, but when I started the game, it looked more like this. Basically, all of the terrain looked like this, and the main tree, you basically have just one tree, and it looked really dried out and dead. Is this big tree, and it kind of is a water source, and as it becomes bigger you get more and more water, and you can also place water sources later on. I have some here. And for example, just to showcase an area that I'm trying to build right now, I was digging this entire channel here, and what I want to do is I want to turn this entire area here into a big lake, like a really huge lake, which will require a lot more water, as you can see. And this game also has like evaporation mechanics, so unlike Timberborn, where water disappears once it touches the edge of the map, or Minecraft, where it disappears after 7 blocks, water disappears here based on the surface area and how much shadow there is and what the soil quality is. So every now and then I come here and I put down some, do I see anything here? Some dune grass. Oh, this one is dried out. Let me find one. This one here. So this one is just grass seedling, like the this one, and this kind of plant will change the soil quality around it to be like this browner area here. And then once it's browner, I can plant other plants there. So you need to come back again and again, and every time you come back, you see things have grown in your absence. Which is, I don't know, it feels kind of nice. It feels nice not having things instantly be built or having a construction site there, but the gameplay loop is about leaving the area, doing some other stuff, and having to wait and having... it's a good game because it forces you to slow down, and it really rewards when you're able to shut off your mind from trying to optimize things, and when you're trying to It rewards you for just vibing. Thank you for asking. I've had a great day. I've had amazing steak today that I prepared like 2 days ago. I've been letting it marinate for 2 days, and I was already excited for it, and basically I'm treating myself well at the moment. Good self-care with good food and taking care of my health at the moment. Took a nap before I started the stream and overslept a little. How's your day been? Alright, and yeah, another thing this game really rewards is, well, you can play this game and have a plan and have a goal and be very intentional, but you can also just let your mind wander and basically get lost on purpose and do things as you like, just very spontaneous. Like you go somewhere and see how you can improve it a little, put some plants down, and then that's good enough, and then you leave the area again. For example, this is another area where I'm trying to create a water flow. Your day just started, which means no, I'm not good enough at international time zone math. Probably east of me then. It's more likely than, because for me it's in the middle of the night. So Asia, Southeast Asia. Okay, then I'm absolutely wrong with that. Haha. Southeast Asia, Pacific? Yeah. Australia as well. Oh, that's nice. That's nice, eh? That's all my Australian accent I can do. I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this area just doesn't want to increase its water. Yeah. Right now, yeah, I highly recommend putting this game on your wish list and waiting for a discount. I don't feel it's quite at the point where I can justify. Well, that's not true. I've been playing this for like tens of hours, getting close to 100. So it's still worth its value, but if you can pick it up at a discount, you can get great value out of it. Yeah, it's the middle of the night for me. Middle of the night. My initial idea was, because I've talked about this on stream, but I haven't done anything like it just yet. There's a kind of, I don't want to call it ASMR stream, I don't want to call it hypnosis stream, it's more like anyhow, I have stream idea. Let's call it guided meditation, which is a work in progress title because it's also not accurate. But I have some plans for what I want to do that have a similar vibe to ASMR. And I was trying to find a timing window where I can hit basically the USA at a time where they should be going to bed, but are not quite going to bed yet. I'm targeting the insomniacs. That's basically my idea. So for my stream time, I looked at the time of day where on Twitch where the ASMR category has the highest amount of views. That was my thinking when I developed the schedule. And then I think I've never actually adhered to my own schedule a single time. Still working on all of this. And my plan, that's actually my plan for May. Oh dear, now that I think about it, I already failed. First stream of May and I'm already failing. My target metric for May is being on time and on schedule. That's my goal as a streamer. I like my PNG tuber as well. It's made by Marin of Wobbly Cactus. I think if you're on Twitch, I don't know if I have the credits linked yet, but it's linked from Twitter and other places. It's possible to find her on Region. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I have commissioned a Live 2D model, but it's starting just now. It is a long process, and from what I understand, the artist isn't like a full-time artist, so I don't know if she's a student or what. I don't know too much of her personal details, but the thing is that I'll probably have to wait until November, December to get a Live 2D model. But I'm really excited about that one as well. And right now, basically I'm trying to, that's almost like 9 months, right? 8 months. For the next 8 months, I'm taking things kind of slow while I'm building things up in the back end. Learning about streaming myself, improving my own skills as an entertainer, but also like the technical aspects. Yeah, taking things slow, and then I hope to be in a place by November where I can ramp things up and start the short video production pipeline and go hardcore basically into becoming a content creator. And now that I'm noticing all the things that there are to learn, I'm now kind of doubting whether or not I can actually take it slow. Maybe 8 months aren't even that much to learn as much, because there's always something more to learn. There's always something to do a little bit better, right? There's no moment when you're creating a short video or working on any asset, any part of this channel or stream, both like visually and objectively, like things that are tangible, that you can see, but also entertainment skills. There is no perfect, right? There's no moment where you say it can't be better. Every time you look at it, you can always look at it and find something to improve on. So that also means the amount of work is endless. It's a bottomless pit of work to be done. And you need to be able to find your own sweet spot. Yeah. I have a really long to-do list. I'm working with 2 artists at the moment. One of them is Marin, which who's, I believe, also Australian. I hope she doesn't mind me sharing that much personal details about her. And another artist, Fionn. And I'm working with the both of them. And we have a long to-do list with things, and stream panels is one of the items. And I'm trying to prioritize. Right now, I'm prioritizing things that help me become better at the craft. And things that might come in handy for short video production, because my current theorem is that those are the 2 bottlenecks that will either make or break the viability of becoming an actual content creator professionally. Is how good I can entertain a stream and how well I can produce short form videos, and anything else, even if it is important. Like I'm not saying stream panels are not important, though for stream panels I might actually say that, but I'm not saying like visuals are not important, but they can be, they don't make or break a stream, right? It's nice to have. They can also, like, they definitely have an impact. They can help you grow if you're leaving a really good and strong first impression. But if you're good enough as an entertainer, you can compensate for mediocre stream panels. But the most amazing stream panels can't help you out if you're not a great entertainer. Yeah. So yeah, I'm really systematic about it actually. I have like when I'm saying that I have a to-do list, it's more like an actual project management software where I'm making priorities and timelines very clear. So actually, let me take a look. I don't think I can share too much of it in the back end, but talking about it, just to give an example of what I deem important. Mind you, I'm saying all of this as someone who doesn't have too much experience, at least not as a content creator. I do have enough experience as a viewer myself. As a content consumer, I do have experience. Thumbnails, right? Like having a good, like, emotive illustrations of the character that can be used in thumbnails. Yeah, a character design upgrade is coming with like a new character design reference sheet probably. Though most of my character design will stay as it is. They're just yeah, minor upgrade. Those are like 2 really strong points that I feel like are important, and it's important to have them early. And yeah, then eventually I have like creating better, like improving the visual look of all the social channels, not just Twitch, but also like having a banner on Twitter and yeah, all the other places. I also don't have a banner on YouTube. And yeah, trying to figure out so I have a sneaking suspicion that I have a taste in games, right? I have games that I like and dislike, and I've been trying to put it into words and into a concept, because I do like cozy games, but I also like I mentioned, very strategic games, like factory building games where you have to work with spreadsheets or map things out, where you need to think a lot, but not necessarily in a puzzle sense, but like in a systematic kind of way. And I've been trying to think about what is the common thread, because why do I like these kind of genres that are seemingly opposite to each other? Though I don't play like first-person shooters all too much. Not that I haven't played or never enjoyed them, but yeah, I'm trying to figure out how do I put into words and how do I put it into a concept, the kind of games that I like. Because if I like this collection of games, there must be 1,000 other people who have like a similar taste. And my best way to put it at the moment is that I like to manage my headspace or regulate my headspace. So I like to play games that help me calm down or help me basically focus me. This sounds so cheesy. If my brain is stimulated, that gives me a focus to channel that. And if, yeah, my character design concept is basically trying to, and please let me know if how successful I was with my character design. Yeah, to put this idea into a visual concept of a character who's both thinking but also cozy. Yeah. And because I have, like, I'm a little bit worried that the kind of people who watch cozy games are not the kind of people who would then watch also strategy games and vice versa. But I like both of these genres so much, so surely I can't be alone. Surely. I'm building these walls to protect against sandstorms. Every now and then there's a sandstorm, and those sandstorms tend to destroy like smaller plants, like these flower pets. And they tend to come from the north. I'm putting a wall somewhere here as well. Yes. It's not the most... It's not the prettiest, but again, it's... Sometimes this game looks like it sneaks you into a building for perfection, but you really shouldn't. It's a game where you really benefit from accepting good enough and just let things grow. You don't know how it's gonna look like once the water changes direction or starts expanding anyhow. Also need to make sure that I always have enough food in my inventory. There used to be more flowers here as well. But yeah, this is an area where I used to have more flowers. But the sandstorm took them all. All taken by a sandstorm. So more vaults. Lantern fruits are... Have I ever eaten a lantern fruit? Is it this? Spoiled... Is the spoiled foiled starflower a lantern fruit? No, this is a lantern fruit. Which tree? Oh, the one that's growing diagonally. That's the lantern fruit tree. I see, I see, I see. I only have one of those, so maybe I'll find another space. But it's also difficult to... Yeah, I have too many trees. They take away the light from each other. Need to space them out more. But the Dion grass I planted earlier. No, never mind. This is the Dion grass I planted earlier. But I can plant some more. Some of those will drown as the water grows and then die again. And then the soil quality underneath will disappear again. And the water will disappear again. So this is not too sustainable as an ecosystem. Probably. I could try to make another island, kind of like this part here, in my lake to come. So maybe I could try to raise an island up here. But a more interesting idea is to just increase the amount of water I get here. And to do that I will need more resources, especially rock crystals that I'm finding, that I can find in the salt flat biome. Rock crystals from there. And also some more memories, finding some more ghosts to help me unlock skills. Because with the next skill I can awaken more springs. Though they will probably also need some kind of resource to do so. So let's go to the salt flat. And another thing I wanted to do is go up this cliff just to remove the... Oopsie, I'm stuck. Yeah, I'm unstuck. Nice. To remove the dark spot on the minimap. And every time we are going somewhere... Oh, I don't have copper. I don't have copper right now. Copper could be close by. Let's take a look down all of these ditches. This area could have copper. Rock salt. Rock salt is unfortunately, it's the wrong thing. This is a rock crystal. I have enough rock salt. I don't even know what I can build with rock salt. similar thing for shells. I don't know what I can do with shells. Yeah, I'm setting a goal, like climbing up that cliff, and then I get distracted by everything that happens on its way. But it would have been really nice to find this one more copper to build the sun sigil there. So let's try here again. Rock crystal. Those are flower seeds. Oh, getting attacked. Alright, need to climb. It's a cliff. So, oops. No, that's the wrong direction. Oh. Ah. I'm clipping because I'm on the other side. Okay. Good thing I have these plants. And oftentimes there's also like rock type resources to find once you climb a cliff. So maybe I can feed 2 birds with 1 seed. Okay, up we go. We're here. There's another teleporter gate here, which we could repair, reactivate. Take another look around the area first though. Couple of mistberries. That, yeah, my inventory is full. Okay, let's move up. Oh wait, let's repair the teleporter gate first, and then we go up. Oh, you can hear the crab in the distance. Don't see it though. Maybe we can see it. Looking around, I don't see the crab. Sometimes you can see it, it's giant. Oh, there it is. That's the crab. It's not moving. Sometimes it moves. Or maybe it doesn't anymore now that I progressed through that part of the quest line, the main story. Survival score. Yeah, I'm really fighting with my lack of inventory space. That's another resource that is easy to underestimate. Throwing some things away, picking up the scroll, because as a consumable I can use it instantly. What do we have up here? A lighthouse lamp, but I can't do anything with it yet. So I'll probably unlock a way to repair it later. But now that I'm up here, actually can I climb even higher? Probably, right? No, don't want to go down. I really want to try to see if I can. Ah, it's difficult to get on top. Anyhow, let's just take a look around from up here as we are here. Ah, I'm Aaron. Guten Appetit. I think the game doesn't have... I mean, it has lore, but I don't think it goes into the narrative aspects too much. I feel my impression is that the game is a lot more about the vibe, and it's hinting at lore, but it doesn't make a great effort to show what the world might have been. It's more environmental storytelling, and you need to fill the gaps with your mind. Drinking some tea while I look around. Also, I'm just now noticing. Shouldn't there be... I'll check it. Wait. Noticing other technical aspects again. Let me write something in chat. Ah, no, it is working. Okay. I was wondering whether or not my chat works. So there is a spring up here as well. But my actual goal of coming to the salt flat is finding rock crystals, which has been an annoying resource to farm. And I think I'm too far away to have like resource nodes render in. But sometimes what I think has a like really long render distance are the ghosts. So they only appear at night. So what I'll do is just try to fly around and see where things render in, and maybe go into the canyons around the black area. Already harvested that. Okay. The other thing, yeah, rock crystal, the other reason why rock crystal is annoying to harvest is because, oh, there's two of them. I need to go down into these canyons and then need to climb up again. Only Twitch chat is receiving chat overlay? I see, because... Ah, because it locked me out. I see, I need to... Now... Let's try again. I see. Should be better now. If you want to give it a try. And if not, then it would probably require a restart, which I'm not going to do for now. What is... There's no more rock crystals here. Also, I still haven't managed to figure out how these enemies work. What about this? Rock crystal, nice. anymore. Copper's nice as well. I was out of copper not too long ago. I don't care about leaving other things on the ground. Flint I want to bring with me as well. What do I throw away? Dropping this. Yeah. And clearing out this. Ah, there it is. Yeah. I see you. I see it working quite instantly. I can't see it. I can't. Yeah, I don't see it on my. I don't see chat on my gaming screen. I see it on the second monitor. So, and I have way too many windows open on my second monitor. So, depending on what else I have put into the foreground. I mean, I'm trying to have chat always visible here, but I don't have a mirror of my screen, a mirror of my stream open at all times. So I can see the chat, but I don't know if you can see the chat. This is also a good way for viewers to notice the stream delay. So you could count seconds of yourself writing something and how long it takes for you to see it. Because it's pretty instant on my end. I mean, probably. Obviously, maybe it takes some time because I can see it as well, but I don't think so. It's just a chat message. Okay, the closest teleporter is up there. But it's so much to climb. I'd rather walk around, get the other one. And can I eat something with some water? Okay, actually running out of water in the salt flats. Funny. I think a lot of streamers have like 3 monitors or maybe even 4, and then on top of that they are using the Stream Deck to get some additional visual indicators on buttons, and for VTubers they also often have like their phone for tracking, whereas facecam streamers sometimes use their phone for other things as well on top of it. So there are a lot of displays to pay attention to. Definitely. And I'm currently at 2 monitors, which is amateur version. I could maybe try to set up a third monitor. It's not like I don't have one, but I don't know how well my PC can handle it. Oh, I don't have... I'm running out of blessed drops. I see. Okay. Noted. I'm taking damage the entire time. An entire minute? Wow. Okay. How do I feel about that? I would like to keep it shorter. I would like to... And it's not like I can't think of ways to do it. But they all come at different other downsides. Okay, so with 15 seconds, that would make it then... cement? What is cement used for? I don't know. 45 seconds. Another ghost. Next survival ghost is up here. Never been to that area. We can go there. So, since you're watching on YouTube, I do have YouTube set to... actually, you can check it. But I don't have it set to the lowest latency. It's set to, yeah, it's set to normal latency, but I could set the streams to low latency or ultra low latency. But that would also mean that if I have like unstable internet, if I have any connection issues, it would feel a lot less smooth. You would notice it on the stream. You would see that. Whereas on low latency, it's a lot more forgiving for a little bit of connection issues. But maybe that's worth it. Just for the sake of yeah. Maybe I should just trust my connection more and improve stream quality by lowering latency, which makes it easier to interact with chat. And another thing is, no, that's this. I'm not using Restream or anything similar right now, but if I used Restream, which I was considering to do. Oh yeah, right. That's the other thing. I don't know how Meld is set up, but oh, sorry. Maybe it's Meld as well. So it's an interesting thing to try out is whether or not there's a difference between using one streaming software versus the other. From what I understand and how things work, Meld is restreaming through is basically similar to Restream, and that I'm not doing both streams on my end, but I'm streaming to Meld, and then Meld is streaming to both YouTube and Twitch, which also adds some latency, right? But if I streamed directly from my home to YouTube or Twitch, then that would also lower the latency, but it would double the bandwidth I need. putting down some. Notice that I didn't unblock the string yet, spring. So I'm putting down some things before I continue on moving. And I hope I'm making it to the ghost before night ends. So let's put a sun sigil down here and go for the ghost. A spirit, sorry, I'm always using the wrong word. It's called a spirit. Spirit are the good ones and wraiths are the evil ones. Okay, I can already see a green light coming from there. So maybe that's the highlighter for the ghost. No, he's on the next cliff. Or the one after. Yeah, he's no further away. I don't know what I was seeing. Can I make it all the way over? No, can't. There's corruption here, but no seemingly source of corruption. Oh wait, there's maybe down the cliff. And rainbloom cacti. Now I see the highlighter. Looks like he's down there. And there's a interesting resort node that I haven't seen yet. Listen to a story. Let me teach you something of how to build instead. And now, next time I can probably upgrade my tools. Which was something I wanted to do. I ended up using them quite a bit. Amber. I was out of amber a couple of times. There were a couple of things I wanted to build that required amber. So this is nice. Now, there's a spirit data there, but I don't need them. Oh, I do have a gate unlocked here. That's probably the fastest path then, is going to the gate in the north and unlocking that. Down there, I can see it. I don't think, looking at the mushrooms, I don't think I planted any mushrooms in my base oasis, but I'm also unsure whether or not I want I want to plant any. But I'm now learning that I can find rock crystal here as well. And obsidian. Yeah, the mushrooms are not the most pretty things, and I don't know. Oh, ancient orphic. That one I do want. Ancient, where is it? Ancient oracle fig. What do you mean full? I just got rid of stuff. Where is it? But now I can't see any of them, of the mushrooms. Right, these mushrooms, obviously they would look different if they are alive. This is a dead one. But I don't know if I want them in my home base. Oh, survival score. Always running out of... Inventory space. Dry berries, okay. Not too important. And giant oracle fig. That one's also nice. And I can also not plant it. Maybe I should open up a spot in this biome to plant things. There are a couple of springs and I don't think I unblocked any of them. There's one south of here. Let's just take a look if it's something we want to do here. Just to get things started. Somewhere here. No, I see the sigil gate, but I don't see the spring. Is it this well? Is it this? No. Ah, here, found it. Ah, I need blessed drops for them. Okay, I can't do that now. But also noting down that it's really close to the edge of the map and difficult to get water out of there into another direction. Leaving this area because I don't know when the wave attack is starting. And I don't want them in my main base. Well, I kind of also don't want them here, to be honest, but... flying through all of my trees. So can I found two kinds of oracle figs. Can I plant them here? This is the giant one. Let's put it down. And where's the ancient one? Here. I want to see how this one looks once it's grown as well. Finding a nice place for this. And yes, I like this area. And I have some rock crystal with me now. What does this allow me to do? Here maybe? No? Can't purify this yet. Okay, can't do anything here just yet. I'll probably need the arcane skills? Question mark. Auto tuning, spiritual. More spiritual memories. 2 more. We can do that. Here's the wave attack. This is not a great place for a wave attack. Oh, I don't like that I don't see the waves. If they're not attacking me, that means they're attacking other things. I shouldn't have come here. Should not have come here. Thank God I see their HP outlines. Yeah, there they are. So let's make this into a flame sigil. Even though it costs me a rock crystal. And they're only attacking dune grass, it seems, which is also fine. Okay, damage report. Did I lose anything important? Wait, something still throwing fireballs. No, I'm fine. Did my newly planted trees survive? Yes, they did. Maybe the fireball was from my flame sigil. Okay, okay. So, managed that. Survived it. Let's go back to base and find one more arcane spirit, because if we do, we can upgrade. Well, we unlocked upgrading all of our springs one more time. Another sandstorm. I can tell just by the ambient colors changing, though I don't see the sandstorm just yet itself. And I can upgrade my tools to obsidian. If I had 2 more copper. Which means I upgraded the wrong one first. The spade feels a lot more important to me. I don't use the sickle too much. But the sandstorm also means that all the resource nodes refresh, right? So maybe I can find some more copper in a moment. There used to be some copper nodes close by, at least one. This one hasn't refreshed yet though. And what are you doing here? You are very far away from base. There it is. There's the refresh. 2 copper, maybe? 2 copper? No, only 1. Do I have any other copper nodes nearby? I should know by now. Well, no, don't be too harsh on myself. It's absolutely fine not to know. The sandstorm is so scary looking. But they've never been too bad. Except for, of course, them... Yeah, right. Actually doing kind of damage. I wonder if that helps. So... Ah, yeah, right. We wanted to find an... Oh, I'm so scatterbrained at the moment. I wanted to look for new arcane spirits. No, here it's called ghost. Arcane ghost. So it's fine to call them ghost. There's one here. That one is easy to reach. Might even do it before the sandstorm comes here. Or we might be teleporting right into the sandstorm. Need to go south from here. Oh, no. Okay, I'm getting attacked here from somewhere. From below. Annoying. And there's the sandstorm. Oh, I'm here way too early, now that I think about it, because ghosts don't appear until nightfall. Let's see if any of this gives me protection from the sandstorm in a second. Unless, of course, I see any copper nodes here or other resources. It's umbrella mushrooms? Okay. A mushroom. Yeah, umbrella mushrooms. So this feels like in a lot of games this should give me cover. Seems like it does. Just waiting this out. Actually, just waiting this out is... I still have to wait until nightfall, which is like 4 more minutes. So I'll need to figure out what to do in the meantime. Oh, actually I'm not even at the right position, so I need to climb even higher than here. But now I'm seeing this just right now. Time to search in the right corner. Now I have the quest because I was missing that quest when I went to the mountain biome. So maybe I really was bugged, and the reason I couldn't attack any of these corruptions in the northwest corner of the map Maybe it was because I was bugged on the quest line. So, it might be worthwhile to give that another try one of these days. Not today. Today I want to find this arcane ghost in a moment while I'm scouting for copper nodes. Just taking a look out. There's too much fog at the bottom of these canyons. And once I found the arcane ghost, I can unlock the Pure Spring. Learn purifying rituals to improve your spring further and to restore corrupted springs, which will allow me to upgrade springs even further. And upgrading them not only increases their water flow, but it also allows you to create more Wildstones. And then I want to go to my east corner oasis, close to the Lilac Gate, and create a Wildstone on this cliff. And maybe create a waterfall here. No, that's not part of the to-do list for today. There won't be a waterfall today. But yeah, I do want to place a Wildstone on this cliff and start protecting some of the trees that are on top of it. There's a lot of loot down there, but I can't tell what it is. Just scouting around using the map. So this might be, but it's probably just mushrooms. Mushrooms and grass maybe? I don't know. Yeah, I really don't know. Okay. Where are you? Here you are. And yeah, our plan is coming together. That's the arcane memory. This is... Oh no, I went for the wrong one. This is an arcane memory. I need a I need a spiritual one. Yeah, again, scatterbrained. I went for the wrong type of ghost. But night just started. Maybe if we're quick enough. So depends on where it appears. We can find a spiritual one. Alright, a spiritual ghost. And while we are here, quickly refill our bottle. And eat something. And take a look at the map. Where do we need to go? West. It says west. Straight west. All the way back there. Okay, we can do that. Going there isn't actually that bad. What is annoying is then returning from there, because we can probably just sail down there smoothly, flying. Oh, and Discord has something to say. So let's talk to Strigger. Replanting the seas. Oh, I never talked with her again. How can I give the plants that once grew here a better home? The waves made this land uninhabitable. But I see Naya has You're tending the garden of... Okay, I think she's just reminding me of Naya's flame, which I already know. I certainly hope our all benevolent and loving and accommodating river goddess doesn't mind some competition. The witchwood tree was tended to by the mages of the islands here. Actually, a fully grown witchwood with the right magic should allow you to build your own marshes. Okay. Whatever a marsh is. While they won't rival my great estuaries, what a word, they will rival your dunes and meadows. Naya's fragile little cultivations won't have a chance. Okay. Marsh mothers acquired. Interesting. And powers of the wind. The wind can be a powerful ally or a dangerous enemy. It can help you sail the winds. Bring me a feather from these wastes and I will show you. I think I have some in my inventory. Yeah, 16. Follow the birds, those lucky enough to survive all these years. So the birds I see in the sky every now and then are not the god itself. That was what I was thinking. That was one of my theories. Shining feather, 15 essence. You use this to call down lightning and command the wind. And I can improve the cloak maybe as well. Shining feather. I'll set that as quick item. They were once highly valued both for magical and decorative purposes. Pearls. I don't think I found a single pearl. Interesting. So there's an item in this biome that eluded me completely. But I want to use shining feathers a lot. Wait, there's now dry thorn star. Flower. Okay. No, that's something different. I don't even need them. Okay, let's take a look at the ghost. And also let's try the shiny feathers. Not sure what that did. Is that an attack? Maybe that's an attack? Oh, that's an attack. Okay, looks strong. And it creates glass. Nice. So that's an easy way to make glass. Well, not that easy. Actually takes some effort. There's the ghost. And it is said that the high gods maintained the order of the world, but when everything rotted into chaos, they could not stop it. Perhaps we gave up too much something. Couldn't read fast enough. Okay, so now we are on our way back home. Actually, let's take that resort. These rocks with us as well. Let me leave the... Okay. Cliff. Couldn't get off of it. Jade and normal rock. Okay. Now, do we gamble and hope that there's a teleporter somewhere in the unexplored area, or do we beeline for a teleporter we know of? Let's do a middle path. No, actually, let's go for the exploration. And also, we are also now looking for pearls. Something we learned exists, but don't have a single thing of. Because she promised a flying cloak upgrade, which sounds really great. Muted myself there for a second to sneeze. There it is, an ancient pearl. What do we drop? We can just eat something, then drop the rest. But we need 2 pearls. So pearls feel like or whether the upgraded cloak sounds amazing enough to delay my original plan and go for that one first. But do they only drop in... Maybe that's the thing. Maybe they only drop in... treasure chests and like human kind of generated areas. Because I haven't seen them come out of like resource nodes out of these rocks. At all. Not once. So we are kind of looking for more shipwrecks. There's a shipwreck right over there. Can I drop down here? That's glass. Mm-hmm. Oh, there's another ghost. Didn't even search for it deliberately. So. Full of rock crystal now. For rock crystal is important enough, we drop things for rock crystal. But not on the rock crystal, because otherwise picking it up becomes difficult. See? What else can we drop? This one is going to spoil in a second. Let's drop it. And we found another ancestral spirit. I would like, before we teleport out of here... Oh, what is that? Is that just the moon? That's the moon, okay. That disoriented me for a moment. Before we teleport out, which sounds like we could do at any time, but that's not true. We still need to find a teleporter. I would like to find one more pearl. And with that pearl, once we're on the teleporter, we can go back to the temple, get our upgraded cloak. This area looks promising. Ancient pearl, 2 of them even. And an ancient chest. Oh, an attack. Was it into the chest? I don't know. Wait, only a feather? No, that can't be. Okay, so we have some pearls. And now we are looking for teleporters. But these we also open. Nice. Everything is progressing very smoothly. Only thing that doesn't look great right now is how thirsty we are, and we don't have water with us at the moment, but we're out of the dangerous biome. Should be fine. As long as we... Well, let's not conjure up any bad ideas. And there's a teleporter here somewhere. One we unlocked ages ago. Where is it? In here. Okay. We refresh our water and mana. Then we pick up a new reward. And I realize another thing we haven't quite tried out yet is the statue of Strigger. Yeah, the cloak should now let you weave through the air. With shift I can gust. I see. Give me a bit of a speed boost. Nice. Lovely. Still not complete. Wait. What do you want? Find pearls? Find sky torch seeds. Isn't this a sky torch right here? Can't I just pick up these 2? Isn't this like an instant complete quest? But I need to drop something again. What do I drop? I drop my plant fibers. Pick up 2 of these. No, this is not as... Fallen Star is not the same as a sky torch. I know. I had some earlier. Yeah, sky torch are... Is that the same as the lantern tree seed? Do I have a... I have a journal, right? Do I have plants? Spindlewood, lantern, witchwood, oracle, ponderous. Whispering Oak, Sunburst Shrub. No, I'm not quite sure which one that is. Damn. Okay. Don't even know how they look exactly. Genau. But two things I want to do before I end the stream. And this will still take me some time. First is, well, this one is gonna be quick, but the eagle statue I want to east wind. That blows from the east. No, I want one from the west. Because I want to go east. Oh wait, does that create a sandstorm? Did I just summon a sandstorm? Ah, I just wanted to give myself a bit of a boost for flying. I didn't want to summon a sandstorm. Oh, this is not what I wanted. But I mean, I guess it's nice to refresh resources. But yeah, I don't actually like sandstorms that much. Oopsie. Not enough support. Sickly? Why sickly? I never understand these. Okay, now I can... Oh, right, I need to still learn the skill. That's right, that's right. Spiritual. Pure Spring, learn. And now I can purify the spring. Ah, that's where you need jade. Okay, I think this is the first time where I see something that will require a lot of jade. And this allows me to expand the spring 4 more times, basically doubling the amount of water. This is way too much water. This will drown probably something. Or create a big lake here. Which is also fine, but yeah, probably means that I can pump out a lot of water later there. Yeah, I was really hoping I could... I was hoping that when I summon the wind, that it allows me to fly really quick into the direction. Like if I summon an east wind, that they can fly really fast to the west, or the other way around. That was my idea. Okay, and I can create new wellstones. Actually, let's create both of them immediately. Oh, there it is. I don't have inventory space yet again. No, my wellstones. Floating away. They don't stack apparently. Maybe if I use a rock crystal, yeah, then I don't need to drop anything, because now I can purify this one as well. Oh, but I don't want to use jade, and that didn't use the rock crystal. No, there, I have something. It used something. I hope I still have enough though. And let's go up the cliff. Now, how far away from the base spring can I go now? This seems to be... Oh no, too far away? I was hoping a little bit. Too far away from spring. Okay. That is one idea down the drain. Now, second idea. Can we create water pipes that go upwards? New idea. New idea unlocked. But it's gonna be difficult because it's very obvious they are not meant to be built vertically. I can rotate them a little bit, but not upwards. But it's probably possible. I can cheese it. I will be able to cheese it. I will be able to pump water up that mountain, up that cliff. Can I place the wellspring here anywhere now? This is possible now, so this is nice. Or maybe not. Let's see. Maybe it says it's too far away. Yeah, it says too far away. How close do I need to get? This one is close enough, so let's... So maybe if you remember my original plan, I had this a very long time ago to create a water flow somewhere like this. Oops, I damaged the stone. Oh, the stone will probably die. Yeah. Oops, no, cancel. Don't want to do that. So this should be possible. Then raise the sand on the other way again. Another future project. Making an early dream that we gave up on true. Reviving it again and then making it come true. But I also want to make sure that these 3 trees that are up here. Oh, and that one is... Maybe this one needs to... Maybe this tree I need to give up on... Maybe? No, that's... Yeah. Yeah, this tree I don't see a good way to connect it to all of these channels. But the other three... I can see a way by creating, like raising the terrain here enough, making a small pond here. something like this. Can I... No, I don't want to use the earth chisel here right now. Yes. Even though there's quite a lot of space, I feel like this is more delicate work. Because otherwise it's very easy for the water to... Oh, there's still a ghost there? Why is there a red health outline? Okay, got it. It's very easy for the terrain to have the water tip over on the wrong side of the sill. This is very minimal, but should be enough if I lower this again. And then raise it on the other side again some more. And then I place the wellstone. Oops, need to move it because I placed it already. Place it here. And if things go the way I predict them to, there should now be water flowing this direction. Okay. And for this tree specifically, maybe we'll just let it die. We could place some water pumps, though it's a little bit annoying to do for just this one tree. Anyhow, this tree, this spring here, we expand a couple of times, and then we awaken it. We basically upgrade it as much as we can. And we get a ton of water out of it. Really a lot of water. And oops. Oh, I'm taking damage from being hungry. Didn't even notice. And every time this happens, I relate to the character a lot. He's like me for real, for real. Okay, so I don't think there will be too much more building for the stream. I am checking up on one of my last changes to see if it was too much or not, which is I increased the amount of water here and also here, and they both flow into the same river system, so maybe it's too much water here. Just want to make sure nothing is drowning. Okay, this one is still fine. But it looks like there's still enough. No. Too much more water and things will drown here. And it might be too much water. So I should start pumping water out. So this will then be the project to start pumping water out of that lake and get them all the way up that mountain here. And from that mountain, yeah, I don't know if we can create a decent waterfall. Maybe not. In fact, it might be better to wait and see if we get other technologies unlocked that make any of those ideas more viable later. Might be too early to commit on that or start working on that. I just can't. Damn, I just can't stop just creating a path here. It's just, I don't know. Once you're in the mindset, not mindset, in the mood, I don't know. It's so stupid. It's just shoveling in the sand. Why is this so much fun? Oh, wave attack. Okay, we do the wave attack, then we go back to base. This is a good cut. We clear the waves, and where are you? Oh, they created corruption again. I hate when they do that. And I don't have blessed drops in my inventory right now to clear it as well. Okay, now let's make sure none of them are attacking any of my stuff. They are. This one all the way back here as well. What are you doing, huh? Yeah, collecting some of the loot as a reward, and we prepare to Walk back to base. Take one more look at how it looks like. And it does look a little bit like a forest. Really, really nice. Moon Glory Wine. You go up the tree. Do you have any in my inventory? Any seeds? Doesn't look like it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is what we did today. Kept working on all different parts of the oasis. Placed a lot of sun sigils and walls to protect better against sandstorms. Some hopefully our different places of the oasis are a bit better protected now. We unlocked new skills. We can fly faster now. Nothing big, except for maybe starting starting a water channel from our east oasis, but that's very early on. I think I've had first chatter drop in earlier today. Kiori, if you're still here, hope you're doing well. Thanks for watching. I like to end my streams just starting on this point, and this allows to observe the progress of the oasis really, really well. And just looking at the base basically it's a nice feeling. It's kind of makes me feel accomplished, though, well, in the game of course, but it's still nice. It's nice to see the progress of the base coming together and being more beautiful each and every time. I have a couple of things hopefully coming up this month. I'm trying to get better internet, trying to get fiber optics, which will allow me to lower the latency as well. And some other ideas. Again, my just chatting streams, playing some other games. There are a couple of games coming out which make me watch my budget as well. At the end of the month, it's gonna be probably Path of Exile 2. They have an announcement stream in a couple of days, and the new version will release at the end of the month. Yeah. So May will be different than April. In April I've been playing mostly Wildmender, and I will probably keep Wildmender in my rotation, but maybe playing it just once a week instead of every stream. Or maybe using it as a way to relax at the end of a stream if I feel like if I don't quite feel like going to bed just yet. Because that's also an option, right? To switch games. So tomorrow, maybe Slay the Spire 10 is what I'm thinking. I've been playing a decent amount of Slay the Spire 10 off stream, and I've become quite good at it, if I may say so myself. Well, obviously in relative terms, I'm not amazing or anything, but I did manage to beat the highest difficulty with the first character once at the very least. I'm not consistent in beating it at the highest difficulty, but just getting there is already something I feel like allows me to talk about the game in a competent manner. Yeah, thanks for watching, and thanks for being excited. Other kinds of stream as well. Alright. And I wish you a great rest of the day or night, depending on where you are. See you around. Bye bye.